Poppy, baby.
Yo, what's good, y'all? It's Positive Poppy, baby. We are here. It's a beautiful evening and night. I'm here with my guy, Troy Bueno? Did I get it right?
It's Gano.
Gano?
Yep, Gano.
You know those moments when you feel confident saying something?
No, it's a weird last name, bro. I'm not gonna lie. It's all good.
That's tight. What ethnicity are you, G?
I'm Creole.
Word. That's tight.
What is that? French and black, I guess.
Yeah.
I guess my grandmother's mom was Seminole.
Okay.
And her dad was black. And then on my dad's side, my grandparents' parents were black and French.
Word.
Yeah, like my great grandmother, I'm assuming she was mixed. But she spoke like fluent French and all that. But she was definitely like black, but she was super light skinned. Like definitely like straight white passing.
And
yeah.
That's crazy, bro. Like, do you know a lot about like your family history?
I know a decent amount. My family's from New Orleans, and I've been out to like where my family's from. Not really on my mom's side, but on my dad's side, it's like a small town called it's some French shit in New Orleans. I can't remember the name of it, but it's like a cool little town. Like, everyone's super respectful out there.
That's
like
tight.
My family definitely black, but like my ethnicity is Creole.
That's tight.
Which is like a mix of Native American, black, and French.
That's tight, bro. I feel like that's like one thing that I struggle with personally as like a black man in America is like my dad was adopted, and we didn't really talk with his family. Like it was like bad blood, like it was just like drama type stuff.
Yeah.
So I was only close to my mom's side.
Okay.
So I never really got to know like fully where I'm from. But like as I got older, my parents found my dad's real family. And like the history, bro, like I guess like my great grandpa was like one of the Tuskegee Airmen, bro. Like,
oh shit.
And like they're all doctors, and like it's crazy, bro. Like I was like, yeah, dude, it's crazy to know where you've come from, because it kind of like it almost gives you like this strength, you know.
Yep.
Like
it gives you a little boost of confidence to really like know your roots.
Right, that's what it is. Like that isn't that crazy, bro? It's like so many Black people don't know their roots, and like I guess this is all just like in my head. I'm just throwing it out right now. It's like I wonder if like, because like I feel like I'm Black and Mexican, and so on my Mexican side, they know all their roots. They know where in Mexico, like, you know, like. So I like it's so sad. It's just I don't know where I'm going with that one, but it's just like so it's crazy to think. But we just started like that was a vibe already. But normally in the past I've done like this whole warm-up question section. I kind of like it. So we'll keep it. So just to warm up on some questions, what's your favorite color?
Green. This color green. I'm rocking it right now. Shit.
Talk to me. Why? Actually, let's get specific, because you hit me with that, bro. It's green. What shade of green? Like, is there a certain vibe?
This shade of green for sure.
Okay, kind of like a foresty, but not a pastel foresty.
Yeah. I don't really know why it's my favorite color. I guess when I was a kid, and someone was like, "What color you like?" and I guess I just said green, and ever since then, that's just what I gravitate towards, I guess. Weirdly,
I feel that that's like me with blue.
Okay.
People ask me what my favorite color is. I want to say blue, but I know it's not blue. Like
I couldn't tell from the hair.
Right. As I say that, it's funny. This was pink like last week, so I'm like, dang. Oh man. All right. If you could describe yourself in one word, what would that be?
Seriously laid back.
Why?
Because my general demeanor is just like laid back, you know, like like real chill, but it can get real serious real fast.
I feel that.
Not in a tough way though, in like
right.
time to work. Like
I feel that
kind of vibe, you know.
Yeah, just like, hey, like it's all fun and games, but hey, when it's time to create, it's time to create.
Exactly.
I feel that. Oh, do you hear my kids? Are you good?
No, you good.
Okay, tight. I got 2 kids, bro. Wild.
Okay. My girl got 2 kids as well. So
man, it's draining. I'm like, but I guess on the bright side, it's like it's nice to get that done early than later.
Yeah. How many kids you got? Oh, you said 2.
Yeah, 2. 2 boys, 3 and 1.
Okay, cool.
And then your girl?
They're 8 and 10.
Oh, word. See, like, I can't wait for that. Just like, wait, I can't wait for the non-diapers, like non-crybaby phase. Like,
yeah, I got it. I got it at a good time. Like, her kids are cool as hell. We be kicking it.
That's tight.
They don't cry too much, but they're 2 girls, so they be crying. But they're
2 girls. Yeah. Oh, my heart. That's harsh.
But they're smart as hell though. So
that's tight.
Kicking it, playing video games. I be having to yell at them once in a while.
I feel that. I feel that. So talk to me, man. What is it that you do? Who is Troy?
That's a hard question. People always tell me like I don't really know what you do. Like especially people I know pretty well that are like doing certain things that be like trying to holler at me, trying to hire me. They're like, bro, like, what do you actually do? And like honestly, I do everything. And that kind of helps me and it kind of hinders me in ways because like I was just having a conversation with someone that runs a agency for like Black directors and cinematographers and photographers. And I was kind of breaking down to him what I did. And he was like, yeah, like, he was like, I'm gonna be honest with you, like, people don't really want to hear that. And I'm gonna get into that as well, right? After I talk about this, like, they want to hear you do this or you do that. They don't want to hear you do this, and this. That kind of turns people off, which if I had known, I would have more focused, but like, I've always been a kind of person that like it was hard to put me in a box. And that's always like helped me and hurt me. But like, I mean, I'm a photographer, I'm a director, I'm a videographer, I'm a producer. I'm a cinematographer. Like I've literally done it all at a certain point.
Right.
I wouldn't say that I am better at other things than all the things that I've done. But if I were to say what I do, I would say that I'm a director of photography.
Word. Do you feel like hearing that come from that dude? Do you feel like a part of you wants to pick one?
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah,
I would like to pick one. It's just hard, you know what I'm saying? Like I'm trying to create some opportunities for myself to pick one, but the opportunities that I am getting aren't allowing me to. But I'm also not complaining, you know what I'm saying? Like I'm just biding my time, you know what I'm saying? Like I'm just sticking to my path. And then if it's for me, it'll come to me. And that's how it's always worked.
I feel that. Isn't that crazy how like somebody telling us something can make us reevaluate our entire lives?
Yeah.
And like our careers, you know, and it's like the only reason why I'm like questioning or like really intrigued right now about this is because like I went through that exact struggle of like, because I'm right there with you, bro. Photography, I direct, I edit, I graphic design, anything visual, I fuck with it, you know? Like
exactly.
And it's like for the longest, people kept telling me, like, you gotta pick one, you're so all over the place. And I'm like, yeah, but look where it's got me being all over the place. Just because like people want to put everybody in a box, bro.
Right.
It's like because they're afraid. So, bro, all I'm saying, I'm just excited because like that's tight, dog. Like people like you and me, we have like infinite creative power, and that scares people. And they want you to pick one and fucking put you in a box. I only direct. No.
I don't think that it scares people. I think it's more of a thing of like, people just don't understand. And I guess you would say that people fear what they don't understand, but like when talking about like in terms of work, I think people just don't want to do the leg work to place you in their mind for what they want you to do and want to hire you to do. Like they want to just be like, okay, director, let's go this way. Okay, photographer, go over here. They don't want to be like director, photographer. Like what the fuck? Like I'm just confused now. I'm just gonna go to the other person that I know what the fuck they talking about.
No, for real.
That's where it gets hard.
It just blows my mind because it's like you would think people would at least at this point understand it more or like embrace that. Like I don't know. I just feel like that's such a hard thing to find is somebody that's actually talented. And that's what drew me like to your work is like you're actually talented, bro. Like a lot of people will say like, yo, I direct and I do this. But it's like then you see their stuff and you're like, yeah, like, nah, you don't do that.
Maybe you just stick to that one thing, bro.
Right. You feel me? You know, and it's like, it's so like refreshing to see that like you're doing the damn thing, bro.
That means a lot, bro. I've been doing this a long time. And for people to like, I don't know, look at the little things that I do have online and be like, yo, like, I can see that you know what you're doing. Like, I fuck with that. That means a lot because not a lot of people would be like, oh, okay, like I see what you're trying to do. You know what I'm saying?
Right. No, dude. Nah, it's like an honor because it's like this is just like I don't know, bro. Just like based off of stuff that the little stuff that I have seen, I was like, yo, this dude's better be the next big thing, bro. Like,
love. Appreciate it.
Nah, man, it's an honor. So, how'd you get into the creative world? Has this always been a part of your life, or you know?
Kind of. I've always been into movies. My uncle was Bernie Mac's manager and best friend. So like when I was real young, like I used to go to all the movie sets. Like I went to the Ocean sets. I went to Mr. 3000. I went to the Bernie Mac show set and just like kind of like saw that world in a glimpse. I was like a kid though, you know what I'm saying? I was like 12. Right. It ain't really hit me like that. But like my uncle used to always be at my crib and like we used to watch hella movies. Like my family would go to movies on the weekend all the time. Like I just liked movies. Yeah. But I never really like was like, I can do this, you know what I'm saying? Like in high school, like I played soccer. I played tennis, me and my friends. Used to steal shit and fight people and shit like that in the streets. So like I wasn't really into creative shit like that.
Right.
But like literally one day it was like literally like the last 2 days of high school. And my guy Julian, his name is Jay Crown. Was shooting music videos because his dad, I don't know if you know who Reverend Carlton Pearson is.
No, not off the top.
He has a movie about him on Netflix called Come Sunday.
Okay, word.
Check it out. It's really good. But that's my guy's dad.
Okay.
He was like doing his dad's like live streams. His dad is like a super church preacher.
Word. Okay.
And he like had all these cameras and shit and was shooting music videos. And I was like the last 2 days of school, like one of my really good friends got murdered like the year before and shit. And I was like writing a little script about it. Like I didn't really know what the fuck I was going to do in my life. Like I didn't really apply for any colleges. Like I didn't know what the fuck was about to happen. All my homies were talking about going to college, like doing all of this. And I was just writing this script like randomly, just to, like get my feelings out, I guess.
Yeah.
Really what it was. And he was like, he sat next to me and he was like, yo, like what you writing? I was like, I'm just working on this little script, you know. He's like, let me peep it. So he peeped it. It was more of an outline. Like it's more like a short story that was outlined to be a script.
Right.
I still have it to this day. And he was just like reading it. He was like, yo, this is really fucking good. He was like, come to my crib at the school, like let's kick it or whatever. So I went to his crib. He was showing me his cameras. And he was like, yo, like I'm about to be doing all these videos. Like, you trying to do it with me? you can. And I was like, I mean, fuck it, whatever. So we started he had the camera. I was like directing and shit. And you know who Lucky is? Lucky X. Ever heard of him?
Nah.
Check him out. But
I'll check that out for sure. Lucky X.
Yeah, Lucky. I think he goes by Lucky now.
Right.
He just we did one of his first videos. That video has like millions of views and all that.
Dang.
And I directed it. He shot it, but I didn't really have a camera at the time. I didn't have a camera at the time, and he had all the equipment. So
right.
I didn't really care. I just wanted to do the shit. So it's all under his name, which is kind of like it kind of hurt me later on. But like I was just trying to do it because
just be active, do something.
Yeah, it was fun. Like it was me and him was just like kicking it all the time. Like he taught me how to edit. He taught me how to shoot.
Dang.
Like literally, that was like my boot camp. Like I started shooting photos, and then like he kind of just like stopped, and I didn't.
Yeah.
He ended up moving. He's from Oklahoma. He ended up moving back to Oklahoma and shit. And then I just like saving to get my own cameras, and I had like a soccer scholarship to school in the city.
Oh, so my man was out here Beckham in it.
Yeah. No, I played soccer for 17 years, so.
What? That's tight, bro.
I can play pretty well. But yeah, so I went to their school for 2 years. We're shooting videos here and there. Like my cousin is a rapper. And then I ended up going to Columbia, doing a bunch of shit, like met some people, ended up dropping out. I was shooting like commercials here and there. Did some stuff with some music festivals, and I was kind of like, what the fuck am I at school for? Like, I'm in school, motherfuckers is teaching me this shit, and I'm literally leaving here and going to do it. Like, it just got to a point where I was skipping class. Like, I was shooting all night.
Yeah. And
not going to class, and it just wasn't moving fast enough for me. Like, I was more advanced than what they were trying to have me do.
Yeah.
And like my teeth, and they were like, once again, like feeling like their school kind of trying to keep you in a box. Like, they were like, this is the way you do it. There's no other way to do it. If you want to be successful, like, you got to listen to this.
Right.
And like at the time, like, are you familiar with SaveMoney at all?
Yeah.
So like those are like my friends that I literally grew up with, like,
okay,
first grade and shit. So like I'm literally like on the weekends going to Vic shows.
Yeah.
Going to fucking Chances shows and shit. And I'm like, this ain't the only way you got to do this shit. I'm like, I'm literally seeing my friends who are 19 years old rocking 10,000 person shows while I'm over here shooting this shit. I'm like, gee, like, you don't need this shit. And like, if I didn't really have that blueprint, I probably would have been doing some whole different shit.
Dang, bro.
As well. But yeah, that's kind of like my journey. That's like a chapter of my journey, at the beginning chapter.
Yeah, dude, that's so tight. That's just like, I think like that's just inspiring, because it's like the fact that like the society tells us that, you know, there's a certain way to live your life, you know, go to high school, go to college, do this, do that. And I mean, like, you're just like a testimony of like that it doesn't matter. Background doesn't matter. Where you're from doesn't matter. Who you are doesn't matter. But it comes down to is just being filthy at what you fucking do. Like,
no, for real. Like, you just got to be driven, man. Like, obviously, like, you do have to kind of conform to some constructs in society to do like next level stuff.
Yeah.
But there's obviously those few outliers that are able to be like, you know what, fuck the system, I'm gonna just do this.
Right.
Chance is one of them.
Yeah.
Like, bro is top 5 biggest artists in the world and doesn't have a fucking label. Like,
right.
That's unheard of. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah,
there is a few people that are able to skip outside of that construct. But
what do you think allows that? Is it
talent, right time, right place stuff, and perseverance, like severe perseverance.
That's
like
real.
Unmatched, unleveled perseverance. And also, like, I read this book. It's called Outliers. Are you familiar with it?
Bro, I just copped that, actually. How funny.
So that shit is a boring ass read.
I thought you might be like, fire. Damn.
The first like 2-3 chapters that shit really like, it didn't really, I guess it did open my mind, but it definitely like showed me that there is kind of a science to shit. And but also there is like luck involved. Like in Outliers, the first few chapters talks about like all these super crazy successful people and like the kind of like perfect storm they happen to be born into. Like for example, Bill Gates.
Right.
Bill Gates just so happened to be alive at a certain time and where technology was waiting to go to a next level, but also was friends with Steve Wozniak, who was also a genius like him. He also happened to have a garage with all these electronics at his fingertips.
Right.
All at the same time, and just happened to be doing that at this time. Like that made him an outlier. Like he was not going the way all other people were going, but he also had these factors that he was able to put together to take himself to the next level. Like I even can say Vic and Chance are outliers. Like they grew up with each other. They came out at a time where music needed new voices and innovation, in a place where a lot of artists come from, at a time where all the artists that were from Chicago were either super huge or older, and everybody's looking for these generational talents, and they happen to be making raw ass music at that exact time, knowing each other.
That's crazy.
And we're able to take it to where they took it.
That's real, bro. That's wild. It makes you think what because I feel like,
but I want to just say one more thing. I say that I'm not taking away from people's hard work.
Right.
I'm not saying that, oh, they were just lucky, like whatever. Like,
no, for real.
Also we're able to have the vision to take those factors and work as hard as possible to get to where they want to be.
I think that right there, bro, like, yeah, the fact there's so many people that want to do what we're doing, what Vic and Chance are doing. There's so many people, and the fact that the few of us that we keep going through it, you know,
right?
It's like, because here's the thing: the creative life is not for everybody. I'm a great example. My plan was, to college, and it was like in college I started shooting rappers, and I was like, I can do this, freelance and just keep doing this, and then you know what? Had a fucking kid right out of college, so I was like, psych, I was like, oh, I definitely could not afford a family, like freelancing just like this, and for some people they can, but for me, I was like, I know my personality, I know who I am. I gotta figure something else out, and I went far left, bro. I was like in process to be a cop. I was like a whole different thing.
You trying to figure it out?
And then I'll never forget my wife, girlfriend, then wife now. She showed me the Francis and the Lights Kanye West music video. Mm-hmm. And she was like, you need to be a creative. Like this, the cops is not for you.
Yeah.
And that day, bro, my life changed. And like, I ended up in advertisement on accident. Like what?
Shout out wifey.
You're right. Shout out wife. Shout out my wife Tess. Shout out to you. Like
for sure.
I landed in advertisement, and I went the creative corporate route. And that's not for everybody, but I'll never forget this quote. The homie told me, financial freedom gives you creative freedom until your creative freedom is your financial freedom.
100%. That's the raw ass quote. Whoever told you that's a real.
Shout out Marvin Simmons, James Simmons. Shout out to you, bro. Like that.
What's up, bro?
100%
true, man. For real.
It's so real. Like to this day, I carry that with me, and it's like, I wouldn't be this far if all my quote unquote trials and tribulations didn't happen. So I thank God for putting me through, the fire.
Yeah.
So it's like, I never thought at 26 I would be an associate creative director working on Apple. Like what? Like what?
Yeah.
all I wanted to be was a fucking tour photographer. Like, you know, and it's like, I heard this, I'm not sure if you're religious or, you know, whatever, but like, I am. And like, I heard this sermon my wife sent me. It was Sarah Jakes. And she was talking about when you're going through it, you know, God's pulling you back just to shoot you further than you thought you could ever go. And I was like, yo, like mind blown.
100%.
This is man. So just talking about like the hustle and the grind, what's your creative process like? You know, like when it comes to some of your photos, like I'm on your Instagram right now and I see, for example, this photo of Vic, right? And he's standing in the middle of the street. What was your thought when you shot this? Like what got you to this point? Because like it's a beautiful portrait, bro.
Well, we were on set of Shelter, and I produced that as well with my very good friend Manny Caston.
That's tight.
I don't know. I just know what shots like that look like in my head, and I know that that's what I like. And I just kind of framed it up and shot it.
I guess that's the thing too. That's why I'm like.
There's nothing really to that one because I don't know. Photography is not to sound like I don't know, like a dickhead, but photography is kind of easy.
Yeah,
you know, especially with digital cameras. And I don't know. I just kind of framed it up. I like symmetry a lot.
Yeah. Well, that's the thing that I want to talk about this express too. Is like. After I asked you that question, I was like, oh, I sound like some fucking photo dude. Like, so like, I just want to express like, I'm the least technical like person. But I guess like the real question is like, what was the feeling? Because like, I feel like your photos have feelings, bro. So I guess like what I'm curious is like I just scrolling through these, it's just like, they're all feelings.
Yes. Shit, man. The feeling was just like this about to be a raw ass photo.
Fair enough, bro. Fair enough.
When I took it, I looked at the screen. I was like, "Shit, I was right."
All right. Let's talk about this one. It says Los Angeles Tape Sessions 2020, and it's got like that light on the face. Was this one of those that's like this might be a raw ass photo?
Yeah, like that's kind of what my process is with photography. It's like. I know that I have a specific like lens, like eye, I guess. And I also am really interested in cinematography and light and all that and stuff where light is falling in a way that's interesting. I know it's just appealing in general, like not just me, but if you can get that correct balance of light and shadows with something like that, like it just looks good. And for a long time, like before, like to be honest, only in the past 3 years have I felt like I can say that I like my work. You know what I'm saying? So
that takes a lot to acknowledge that. So shout out to you with self-awareness.
It's hard, bro. I didn't like my work for a very, very long time. Like people have been saying that I'm good. I've been doing it since 2012, but I never really like had that feeling in my brain that I was like, I'm good at this, you know what I'm saying? Right. It's only been the past 2-3 years that I've been like, okay, like I feel like I know what I'm doing. Like I know that like I like what I am making. Other people, it's not just other people saying to me like they like it. Because right. I don't really know how to gauge that personally. Like a lot of people be like, oh, people saying this, people saying that. But to me, that shit doesn't really matter.
Yeah.
Because I didn't start doing this stuff for people to like it. I did because I liked it. And because like what I was doing, like it made me feel good, you know, like, and no matter what I do, whether it's big or small, like if I don't like it, I don't really care what anybody has to say about it. Like,
dang, message.
I have to like it. You know what I'm saying? Like if fucking Quentin Tarantino walked up to me and said that was good, if I didn't feel like it's good, I don't give no fuck that you just said that.
My guy. Yo, everybody listening, this is a fucking gem right now. This right here is that's like that life-changing type shit people are gonna hear when you say that, because so many creatives base their life, their work, their process, everything on other people's, thoughts. And like right now, I'm reading this book called Think Like a Monk. And he talks about a monk that says, you are not who you think you are. You are not who you think you are, and you are not what people think you are. But you are who you think people think you are.
Exactly.
When I heard that, bro, it all makes sense.
I've heard that quote before. I didn't know it came from a monk, but that's real. Like I came up observing a lot of people, and I noticed that a lot of people were doing stuff for other people. And I've just never been that kind of person in anything. You know what I'm saying? Like it just so happens that I'm in the creative field. And obviously if I'm doing something for a client, I'm getting paid to do something. Like my opinion on what I'm doing doesn't really matter.
Right.
The client is happy, but like, like that's why there's not a lot of stuff on my Instagram. And I get shit from this all the time. Like my friends and my girlfriend like be like, you're so dumb for not posting all the shit you do. It's because I don't fucking like a lot of that shit. Like I only post on Instagram what I like.
I feel that. And I think there's
it has my personal stamp.
I think that's where okay, let's talk about Instagram, right? I personally I hate Instagram, but I know it's like a necessary evil. And it's like for example, your Instagram, you don't have much work. Somebody goes to that page, say I'm quote unquote, I'm Honda. I'm looking for a photographer that's black. I go to your page, find your work. And then I'm like, oh, he doesn't really shoot anything. Right?
Yeah.
But why is it sucks that Instagram has become that tool that you have to publish if you're trying to get like gigs or land gigs. And because I feel like even with websites, not many people look at websites anymore. It's what's his or her handle,
Right. Yeah. No, I personally get better at it because I do want to do more client work. But like it's kind of I just feel like I'm kind of betraying a piece of me if I start thinking like that.
But I'm
struggling with the like, what do I really want? Like, do I want to put recognition on my Instagram so I can get work, or do I want to keep doing what I want to do and putting what I want to put out? It's kind of like a struggle. Like,
no, I feel you, and like by no means, like I hope that they're like what I'm trying to say is like fuck Instagram, because here's what happens is you start doing work, the work you're doing, people are gonna see it no matter what. And although it may not be as quick of an incline in regards to as if you were to put it all on Instagram, but like what I've learned is just like that I just want to encourage you to keep doing is just keep fucking going, bro. Because that is what is going to make people see your shit. It's not Instagram. Because you know what? Instagram could fucking vanish tomorrow.
Right.
Some crazy Russian hacker, I don't know, whatever happens, boom, Instagram's gone. What happens? Nobody that has work in the real world that's really making change, that's really doing shit, they're gone. Yeah.
I'm just trying to find ways to, I don't know, make my work mean something. Like I'm working on a photo book right now with a bunch of shit that I've never put out before.
That's tight. See, that's what I'm talking about, bro. That's that shit right there. Yes.
That'll make me feel good about the shit. You know what I'm saying? Like creative work is supposed to make you feel good. So, but back to what I was saying about the photo. Like, yeah, I saw the light. My bad, I just got too far. But I saw the light on his eye, and I was just like, that'll be right. I exposed it for the light and not the skin. And I kind of like saw the background, how the window light was coming through the window in the very background of it. I think over his right shoulder. And once again, I was right. I think that's going in a magazine actually.
Oh, it's time, bro. Congrats. That's that thing. And then you know what? Then a producer sees your thing in a magazine, and then that producer's like, oh, let me hire this person. That's a great thought. You know what I'm saying? Like,
that's not, I wish that's how it went, but they would just hit up Vic for an interview, and they wanted something that he hasn't put out.
And word.
That was something he didn't put out. I wish it was like someone was like, yo, this is amazing, give it to me. But nah.
No. I'm saying that's the after effect of it being in a magazine.
Got it. No, for facts.
But that's what's exciting, dude, is like, I don't know. I just, man, it's so refreshing to talk creativity with another like photographer, director.
100%.
Because correct me if I'm wrong, but what I'm picking up is you just see things as photos a lot. Like, bro, okay, that's just like me. Like, it's kind of a curse, but it's like, I'll just be walking. And when I see a tree, I don't see a tree as a tree. I see like, oh, this is how that tree would look as a photo.
Right.
Is that how you are too?
Yes, it is. 100%.
Bro.
I find myself all the time being like, that'd be a raw ass photo. All the time.
That's so real, bro. Man. So talk to me about director of media at SaveMoney. What is for those that don't know, what is SaveMoney and Save Life and all that?
SaveMoney or SaveMoney Save Life?
I guess all of it, both. Because they both stem from SaveMoney, right? Or am I wrong?
Right.
Okay, cool.
Okay, so SaveMoney is a group of friends that all were intertwined in some way, somehow. Some of us grew up with each other. Some of us are cousins. Some of us are brothers. Some of us are childhood friends that were connecting in high school. But essentially, it's just a group of people. It's a group of kids that would kick it all the time. It started by Vic and our guy Reese. I recently actually just found, so we used to be called Bo Squad.
Word.
And I recently just found out from our big homie Cody why it was called Bo Squad. I never really knew why it was called Bo Squad. I guess in the locker room, because Vic used to play soccer.
Okay.
And Cody plays soccer. He went to Yale. Coldest soccer player I ever met.
Dang.
And I guess they were in the locker room and everybody was talking about GD this, GDK that, like gang banging and shit. And Cody's like he's not a gang banger. Like, he comes from a respected family, like a very super uber smart dude. Yale doesn't even give out sports scholarships. Like,
dang.
So he got in by his own smartness.
That's tight.
Yeah, I guess he was like, you know what? Y'all as GDs, y'all game banging. Well, shit, I'm no squad. And I guess Vic was like, damn, no squad. That's raw. And they just switched it to Bo Squad. And then from Bo Squad, so we used to steal hella shit. Like, just be outside doing hood rat shit, literally. Like, we used to be fighting people in the street. We would go to Barney's and Walgreens and the Water Tower and just be raising hell, stealing expensive jeans, all types of shit. And most of us used to be like, shit, we'd be saving that money. We was broke as hell, stealing shit. And then motherfuckers started calling, we just started calling ourselves Save Money Boys.
That's amazing.
And then shit, like, that's what people knew us as. And then Vic was doing his thing with Kids These Days. I don't know if you're familiar with Kids These Days. Mm-hmm. So people started like recognizing us as a group.
Okay.
With Vic. And then around the same time, Chance started doing his thing with 10 Day. He had some shit called 5 Day First. And it was like 5 super, super rough songs. And I still have that CD to this day. Like, what you hear on 10 Day is not what that shit used to sound like.
Timeless.
And then he was doing anything with 10 Day, and like we were like already, like, for our age, we were like cool niggas. Like, people knew us. Like, we would be up at all the store, like Leaders. Like, we'd be up at Leaders. We would be up at St. Alfred, like all the places like the older cool people were. And we were like some kids. They thought we were funny, thought we were cool, like just was fucking with us. And then once Chance, they started doing their thing, like they was fucking with us harder. Because they like, y'all niggas cool as hell. Y'all got two very talented people in y'all group, and y'all are like 16, 17. So like all the big cats started fucking with us and shit. So that was like SaveMoney. Like we was just some niggas that weren't super hood, but also we weren't on some like black kids in the city. You know what I'm saying?
No, I feel it.
But yeah, Save Money, Save Life is Vic and Londi Keepsiegel's brainchild. Vic met Londi at the Standing Rock No Dapple protest, and I guess they clicked, and Vic gave her the rundown what he was trying to do in Chicago, and he was like, "Shit, like you want to come run it?" And she was like, "Okay," and then came and started it. It was at 3 years this year.
Wow, congrats.
And yeah, so Londi kind of tapped me to like start doing all the content creation, say all the photo, video assets. I created 100%.
That's amazing, bro. That's a lot of content.
It's a lot of fucking content.
And like high quality content at that, you know? Like
yeah, it was a big catalyst because like the Save Money, Save Life is really about fostering art through change. So you can't do that without having top quality content, but also doing top quality work in the community as well. So yeah, I just went to like all the content, all of the like media stuff, whatever that falls under, you know what I'm saying? Like if a news show is gonna come through, they're talking to me. If something needs to be shot and edited, I'm talking to my team about that.
I feel that. That's tight, dude. That's tight. I guess my question is when somebody asks you, right? Because I struggle with this personally, so I'm curious, like another creative. When somebody asks you, "Hey, what do you do?" What's your first go-to?
I say, in what capacity are you talking?
Okay.
And then they may be talking about SNS because like normally people ask me what do I do, like they have some preconceived notion to like either what I do or what they think I should be doing, like context. If I have a camera and I'm standing around with this man Vic, someone asks me what do I do, it's like you already know kind of what I do. You're trying to see exactly what I do. So I'll say like I'm a director, I'm a photographer, I'm this, I'm that. If the SMSL thing, someone says, what do you do? Like I'm the media director, you know what I'm saying? Like it's really about context because I just do more than one thing.
Dang, that's a cool way to look at it. I just started saying I'm a visual artist. I don't even say like I have a job. I'm just like I'm a visual artist. Like,
yeah, I don't really use visual art. I don't really like the word creative either.
Oh, okay. Let's talk about that. Okay.
It's just kind of lame to me. Like, yeah, I'm a creative. It's like, dude, what does that even really mean? Like to me, in my experience, if you say you're a creative, that means you just be finessing your way into doing things. That's what that sounds like to me. Like you don't actually do some shit that's beneficial.
I'm dead, bro. That's I feel that.
A lot of people I've encountered that say they're creative. It sounds to me like you just showed up with a camera and told people that you do what you do, but you really decided to do this because it was cool 3 months ago.
Dang. So what would you call, like, who would you, or not who, I guess, like, what would you call, like, I guess a real, well, I guess, I don't know how to phrase that, because if that's what a creative is, right? So then what's somebody that's actually doing it? Like some, like people like me and you. What are we considered, do you think?
I mean, whatever, like you said, you're a photographer. So you're a photographer. But also, if you want to call yourself a creative, like that's just how I see it.
Yeah.
Based on my experience of meeting creatives.
So real, bro.
You know, there might, like, people might actually be real creatives, you know what I'm saying? Like, you can be creative, but like when you say I'm a creative, like, that just sounds like lame to me personally.
Yeah.
But,
now that you said that,
you are what you are, you know what I'm saying?
Now that you said that, I can't unthink that. It's almost like, I'm a Pisces. Let's like,
exactly. What does that mean?
Oh fuck, dude! I'm gonna judge people so hard, man. Oh shit.
Is that the judging thing to say? What I said?
it's like a healthy judge though. You feel me? like there's like judgy, and then there's like that deserve to be judged. Right. Man. Okay. Tight. What's like a so like you talked about the book you're making. Is that like your main project that you're working on right now? That's like making you happy?
I wish that was my main project. I had this idea months ago, like with quarantine first, like right before quarantine started. And I had worked on it a bunch, but I don't know. I've been hella busy with other shit. Like I'm at this man channel house right now. When we get off of here, we finna shoot some shit.
Yeah,
probably till 3 a.m.
Sheesh.
Hopefully, once Vic's project is done, I'll have more time to like focus on some of the shit I want to do.
Yeah,
but I'm called like the project is called Everything I Am / Everything I'm Not. Ooh, and it's gonna be a two-sided book. Everything I Am is photos of like just shit that I really like, you know what I'm saying? Like photos that I enjoy that I've taken. And Everything I'm Not is like photos of like my the rappers and just shit that you would think like people like other people like, you know what I'm saying? And it's kind of like a contrast. It's a contrast. It's the contrast that's in my own head. You know what I'm saying?
I feel
others
that.
might see what's in Everything I'm Not, and they might be like, "Oh, this is everything I am." You know what I'm saying? And vice versa.
Man, what sparked that idea, bro? Because that's really tight. Was there a moment that you're like that this happened that you can recall, or?
Man, that Kanye song when he says "Everything I'm Not" made me everything I am. And in the book, Everything I'm Not, which is what people like, made me everything I am. Because people might not necessarily like the shit that I have that isn't everything I am, but you wouldn't be looking at my book if you didn't see the stuff that's in Everything I'm Not.
Dang, bro. Dang. I got goosebumps right now. That's hard. That's hard.
Yeah. I've been looking for a book idea for a while, and I'm a really big Kanye fan. Not to sound lame, people that say that be on some lame shit. I'm not gonna lie. I fucking Kanye heavy, and that line has always like meant a lot to me because Everything I'm Not really has made me everything I am, along with Kendrick's Good Kid, Mad City.
Yeah,
like that shit just explains so much about me.
Dang, bro.
I just really, really like that. I wish I would have thought of Good Kid, Mad City first.
Bro, I think it's funny that you say that you're a Kanye fan, because it's like, I mean, so am I, but like it's I think it's his last 4 albums are like hands down. I have a playlist for them. Whenever I start a creative brief or a creative project, I just let that run, and every time I'm just like I come out of that like, I guess meditation, whatever you want to call it, just like it's like a creative recharge. I'm getting ready, like I'm like you know, pre-game pump up.
I gotta disagree with you on that one.
What?
College Dropout.
Oh, okay.
Graduation. Yeezus. After My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy, he fell off.
Okay, so that's I can respect that. I can respect that.
Life of Pablo is cap. There's some good like Kanye turned into one of those artists. He turned one of those artists where like 3 songs are raw as fuck. It used to be the whole album was cold. Like Late Registration is my fucking Bible. If I need motivation, I listen to Late Registration.
Dude. Okay, yeah, we're gonna have to agree to disagree, man. I'm telling you, like, okay, old like I feel like we'll call old Kanye, and then like there's like that middle Kanye, and then there's like that current Kanye. Like that current Kanye, man, just be hitting me, man. Just like I'm trying to. I feel like it's like a mixture of like the emotion and just like the melodies of all those, bro.
But see, I'm a Kanye purist though. You know what I'm saying?
I'm dead, bro.
Like I was up on the Can't Tell Me Nothing mixtape, like all the unreleased tracks. Right before College Dropout, he had a mixtape called like the College Grad. I forgot what the fuck is that mixtape was called, but like me and my homies, we was hella listening to like all those unreleased tracks and
off of Live Wire
and shit. Yeah, I'm a Kanye purist. Like,
okay,
there's like a period where he was Kanye, and then after that he was like the Kanye you see today. Like, Watch the Throne is smacking. No, I fuck with Watch the Throne.
Yeah,
but like the new Kanye albums, it doesn't have the same feeling. Maybe it's because I'm older.
I can respect that.
They don't have the same feeling, but on each album he got 2 or 3 songs that are fucking amazing though.
Yeah.
So he just kind of turned into a music artist for me. He just doesn't seem real to me anymore. Like, he used like listening to College Dropout and Graduation and My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy and all that. Like, that shit like resonated, but then like after that, like this shit just started resonating because I guess like the new mindset he was in. I don't know the man, so I can't.
Right. You know what? For me, I'm realizing I think I feel like we're agreeing but disagreeing, because it's like, for me, when I look at Kanye, I look at everything where it's like just like his creative reach in regards to what he's created out like within music and outside of music. I think maybe that's what hits me, and I'm like, dang. I was saying like when I talk about Kanye, I'm looking at his all creative outreach, not just music wise. So I think Kanye is inspiring, and like I hear the other creative energy from all this other shit in these more recent albums.
Yeah.
But like I feel like, so like for you, are you looking at strictly musically?
I mean, musically, that shit is fire. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's creating some musically sound shit. But his first, like, I'm from Chicago. You know what I'm saying? He's from Chicago. Like, his first, like, those albums.
That's true.
I listed, like, he's talking about a lot of Chicago shit. You feel me? Like, shit that other Chicago niggas at the time weren't really talking about. Like, Chicago motherfuckers back then was talking about gangster shit and all that. He wasn't really talking about no gangster shit. He was talking about like being a real person.
Right.
Sometimes in a funny way, sometimes in a way you're like, damn, like that happened to me.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like Homecoming. He's talking about Chicago. He's in the music video, he's riding down Michigan Avenue. It's like, damn, like that's what I fuck with. Like, that's Chicago shit.
That's tight, bro. That's tight. Well, let's wrap it up with the round of speed questions. Ooh. All right, man. You ready for this?
Yep.
All right. So you got like 10 seconds. I'm not really counting, but you know, for shits and giggles. All right. Are you usually early or late?
Shit, late.
What do you wish you knew more about?
I wish I knew more about what the future holds and how the universe works.
What age do you want to live to?
77.
That's a good one. What skill would you like to master?
I would like to master the art of negotiation.
Ooh. What's the farthest you've ever been from home?
Is Mexico farther than Arizona?
Yeah.
Mexico.
Mexico. What TV show or movie have you refused to watch? Like,
have I refused to watch? I know this answer. I don't know why I can't think of what.
Turn. No.
But I'm just gonna say it's this show, this super white people ass show called The Good Place. I watched one episode of that shit and I turned that shit right off. I was like, what the fuck is this?
What is the most annoying habit that other people have? Calling themselves creative?
Oh, talking to me too much.
Ooh, I
clearly don't want to talk to them.
Where do you usually go when you have time off?
The crib. Go to the fucking crib.
If you had to label this current point in your life the title of a movie, what would that be?
It would just like my title of my own life.
Yeah.
Nodo's The Troy Gano Story.
Okay, elaborate a little bit for that one.
Shit, I'm just working on so much shit. I don't even be sleeping. I be waking up, still gotta work.
I feel that.
I just pulled a 2-day all-nighter 3 days ago.
Yeah, this coffee needs to get to you, bro.
That I'm gonna be drinking that shit. I don't even drink coffee like that.
Yeah, bro. This coffee schmacks.
Say that.
All right, and the last question: Papi and Friends podcast or Papi and Friends podcast?
Damn, that's fucking tough, bro.
Horrible.
Papi and Friends podcast.
Hey, yo, man, this has been tight, bro. Thank you so much for hopping on, man.
All love, bro. You already know.
Man, well, do you have anything you want to say? Shout out, any last inspirational words to drop in here?
I've always wanted to give shout outs, so I'm gonna just give a lot of shout outs.
Hey, let it run, man. The show is yours.
Shout out Londi, shout out Dre, shout out Vic, shout out Chano, shout out Sterl, shout out Dakari, shout out Save Money, shout out Bo Squad, shout out Audacity, shout out the Square Man on the corner, shout out the Av, shout out motherfucking my mom, my pops, my sister, shout out that one hoe from high school. gotta get everybody in, you know what I'm saying?
I love it, man. Hey, appreciate you, bro. For real.
Facts, my nigga, appreciate you, bro.
No worries. And then